can't stop the signal now.
Welcome back to another Rebel Rant. And today, well, something as usual, a little bit different here. I was watching Friday Night Lights yesterday and something interesting happened. One Dan Donovan threw up a super chat talking about how he had been living the alphabet lifestyle for quote unquote many moons, and that he was in fact depressed AF. So clearly this man had been living a certain lifestyle for quite some time, and it did not in fact bring him happiness. And as a matter of fact, well, he was clearly struggling and reaching out for help with this super chat on Friday Night Lights. He was actually specifically asking if it was possible to change his lifestyle in regards to the alphabet lifestyle. And as expected, the panel pretty much agreed that no, it was not possible to change the lifestyle. And disappointingly, they ignored the fact that this man was in fact suffering and, reaching out for help. So, I attempted to, get a message to this Dan Donovan that yes, in fact, he could change his life. He could change his lifestyle, and that it was possible to keep from falling into despair and to escape this depression that he was in. So I sent out my own super chat stating that, I have actually done research on this, and in my humble opinion, there is no scientific evidence whatsoever to suggest that this lifestyle is in fact genetic. Now, there are certain biological development elements that can cause a man to behave, it's going to require a whole science lesson, which we're not going to get into. Let's just say it falls back to testosterone. Testosterone does have an effect on a man's masculinity. However, the Cliff Notes version is that not acting masculine does not mean that you are condemned to live a certain specific lifestyle. A comment by Gary himself. He knew a guy in high school that was actively attempting to, live a hetero lifestyle, dating women and whatnot. He was trying. And, I've known guys like that. And the best thing you can do for them is support them as they try to, figure themselves out. Instead, this guy was pushed towards the alphabet lifestyle because the people around him decided that, he wasn't good enough for, let's just say women in general. That is not genetics, folks. That is a choice, and that is peer pressure. Every time these supporters of the alphabet lifestyle present some sort of scientific evidence, while the experiment might be in and of itself accurate, it is the conclusions that are drawn from these experiments that are in fact flawed. Every single time I look into this so-called evidence that the alphabet lifestyle is genetic, invariably, every single time I discover that no, it is not in fact evidence of a genetic predisposition towards a certain lifestyle. So they've always got something new every single time. And every single time, it is not proof of a genetic basis. It is in fact a flaw in the interpretation of the data. Keep in mind, I am a certified biologist. I did focus quite a bit on genetics and whatnot, developmental biology, etc., etc. I am not here to brag. I am simply stating my credentials in order to provide a basis for my analysis and conclusion. People can believe whatever they want to believe. We, especially in the United States of America, Constitution, you can think what you want to think, just like I can disagree with you. So when I threw up my super chat trying to provide some support for Dan Donovan, unsurprisingly, both Gary and the entire panel spoke out against me instead of focusing on Dan Donovan's suffering. Quite frankly, it wasn't a surprise, and it was disappointing, to be honest. Now, I did throw up a response attempting to, further prove that it was in fact a choice. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed with myself in that second super chat, because quite frankly, I should have focused more on Don Donovan at that point. People are going to believe what they want to believe. So yeah, I was trying to provide hope to Dan Donovan if he was still watching at that point. With my second super chat, I should have focused more on him rather than the argument. So in that regard, I am a little disappointed in myself. With that said, Gary and the rest of the panel, they completely focused on attempting to prove that the alphabet lifestyle is genetic instead of Dan Donovan's suffering and depression. Instead of encouraging him, they focus more on protecting the alphabet agenda there. So it's kind of a little bit of proof there that the agenda is more important than the individual. And in that regard, it is in fact not a harmless lifestyle. So yeah, I enjoy Friday Night Tights. It's good entertainment and whatnot. I'll continue to watch it, no doubt about that. It's just this one little thing that we definitely disagree on to quite an extent. For the most part, Gary was pretty civil about it. For the most part, panel was in their responses were pretty civil about it for the most part. There may have been a slight jab there, but yeah, we're not going to get into that because I've heard them all before and they have no basis in reality or fact. So yeah, we're not going to get down that rabbit hole there. So that said, I am disappointed in the response of Friday Night Tights panel defending the alphabet lifestyle instead of trying to help this Dan Donovan find answers and peace in his life, find help to pull himself out of this despair and depression that he was finding himself in, that he clearly attributed to his alphabet lifestyle that he openly admitted to living to for quote-unquote many moons. With that said, Dan Donovan, if by some miracle you happen to watch this, just know that, do not let yourself fall into despair. There is hope. There is a way out. You can change your life and you can change your lifestyle. It is not hardwired into you. You may have challenges to overcome that the average person might not have to, at least in this regard. But keep something in mind, buddy. Everybody has challenges they have to overcome in different ways. Yours is just a specific type of challenge. Make no mistake, you can overcome it and you can change your life. So I wish you well and I hope for the best for you. I've had my own issues dealing with. They have nothing to do with what you're dealing with. And there have been many times when it seemed like it was hopeless. But perseverance and endurance will get you through it and you will find answers and you will come out the other side better for it. Hang in there, buddy. So with that said, this has been another Rebel Rant, speaking into the void.